She decided to return home and was confronted with the shocker of her life. Funke stepped into their hut and met a strange woman in her kitchen. "What is going on here?" she asked her husband Dotun, who slapped her hard and warned her never to question him in her life. Once upon a time, there lived a very beautiful woman who got married to a man that turned her life into a living nightmare. Her name was Funke, and she was a very industrious woman, so hardworking and diligent in whatever she does. Funke was introduced to Dotun by his dear mother, and not long after they were introduced, they got married and began to live together. From the day that they got married, Dotun never considered Funke as his wife. He criticized everything that she did and scolded her at every given opportunity. Despite all this, Funke never stopped showing her husband genuine love and care. One day, Funke prepared Dotun's favorite meal, as she believed this would cheer him up when he returned home from the farm. This, however, did not go as planned, as Dotun accused Funke of trying to kill him as he flung the food to her face and walked out angrily. This broke Funke's heart, as she never understood what she had ever done wrong to Dotun to warrant this level of hatred. For years, Funke never experienced love from her husband. She would oftentimes run to Dotun's mother's hut to complain, and his mother would always assure her that Dotun would one day change. But this change was not in sight, as Dotun continued to treat Funke like a stranger in her own home. One night, Funke fell terribly ill. Her husband Dotun returned home late that night and noticed that she was shivering. Dotun ignored his wife, not caring that she was sick. He went about his activities as though nothing had happened, and by morning, Funke struggled to take herself to the herbalist's hut, who prepared some herbs for her, saying that Funke was lucky to still be alive. For over a week, Funke remained at the herbalist's hut as she received treatment, and in this time, Dotun never came looking for her. A few days passed, and Funke was now a whole lot better. She decided to return home and was confronted with the shocker of her life. Funke stepped into their hut and met a strange woman in her kitchen. "What is going on here?" she asked her husband Dotun, who slapped her hard and warned her never to question him in her life. Funke's eyes shone in confusion as she could not understand what was going on. The strange woman, whose name was Bisi, began to laugh as she walked away with Dotun, throwing mocking remarks at Funke, who broke down in tears. Funke rushed to Dotun's mother's house to complain when she heard the news that Dotun's mother passed on a few nights ago. Funke then asked why she was not informed of the burial, and the old man revealed that her husband Dotun told the elders that his wife had deserted him. According to tradition, when a man is to bury his mother, if he is married, he is to appear with his wife to perform the burial rites, but in cases where he is not married, he is to take on a wife before his mother can be buried. What had happened was that when Dotun's mother died, he told the village elders that his wife had deserted him, so the elders suggested that he takes on a new wife so as to enable him bury his mother. So Dotun quickly got married to Bisi, his long-time love and the woman after his heart. Bisi was a woman who Dotun loved with all his heart, but was unable to marry because his mother was blatantly against the union. Bisi was the daughter of Dotun's mother's sworn enemy, and when Dotun told his mother of his intention to marry Bisi, she kicked against the idea, saying that as long as she was alive, Dotun would never marry Bisi. Dotun tried all he could to convince his mother of his love for Bisi, but his mother told him that it would be over her dead body before she would allow her son get married to Bisi. This caused a lot of issues for Dotun, who found it difficult to marry any other woman. A few years later, Dotun's mother introduced him to Funke, saying that Funke was the right woman for him. Dotun was not interested in marrying Funke, but his mother pushed him into marrying her. That was how Funke found herself married to a man who had no interest in her and treated her badly. Sad and confused, Funke decided to return to her husband's house. The pain of seeing her husband happy with another woman shattered her in a way that she never knew possible. The death of her mother-in-law also made things worse, as Funke was now alone in the world with no one to care for her, not even a mother or father, as her parents died many years ago. Funke became a shadow of herself, as thinking became her only companion. Dotun and Bisi made living unbearable for Funke as they continued to flaunt their happiness in front of her, adding salt to her wounds. They basked in their newfound love, enjoying the life that Dotun had denied Funke since they got married. Despite the heartbreak and humiliation, Funke continued to live in the same hut with Dotun and Bisi. She endured the pain silently, nursing the wounds that Dotun's cruelty had inflicted upon her over the years. But what Dotun failed to realize was that Funke loved him with all her heart. He was her first love and the only man she had ever loved in her life. Funke never imagined how cruel love could be, as all her life she had yearned for love, but life had instead dealt wickedly with her. One hot afternoon, Funke was heading to the village stream, lost in her own thoughts. She bumped into a young woman who noticed her absent-mindedness and asked what the problem was. This was the first time someone was genuinely concerned about Funke and was willing to listen to her. So Funke told the young woman all that she had been passing through in her marriage, and the young woman said to her that she deserved better and that she should not give up but pick herself up and make the most of her situation. The young woman, whose name was Ngozi, became a true friend of Funke. She became a shoulder Funke could lay on when the pressures of life were weighing her down. Ngozi encouraged Funke to find strength within herself and to also stand up for her own happiness. As the days went by, Ngozi's friendship became a source of solace for Funke. They spent time together, and soon Funke began to laugh and smile again. One day, Funke and Ngozi were conversing by the village stream when they overheard a discussion about an upcoming festival in the village. The villagers were planning a festival to celebrate the birth of a royal baby, and everyone was excited about the festival. Ngozi saw this as an opportunity for Funke to break free from the chains of her troubled marriage. So she encouraged Funke to participate in the festival to take her mind off all that had been happening to her. Funke, hesitant at first, agreed to partake in the festival as she believed time had come for her to take charge of her life. As the day of the festival drew closer, Funke immersed herself in the preparations and rehearsals. In the evenings, Funke would stay at the back of her hut, practicing her dance steps. Her co-wife Bisi would throw mocking remarks at her, saying that no amount of dancing would be able to change her misfortune. But Funke, fueled by Ngozi's encouragement, paid no mind to Bisi as she immersed herself in her practice. A day to the festival, Funke and her co-participants gathered together for their final rehearsal when the queen of the village caught sight of her as she was dancing. The queen was mesmerized at how beautifully Funke danced and asked her maidens details about Funke. She was told all the horrible things that Funke had gone through, and the queen was touched by Funke's story. The day of the festival arrived, and the village square was adorned with vibrant colors and lively music. Funke, dressed in a stunning traditional attire, stepped onto the festival grounds and began to dance. Her unique dance style grabbed the attention of all that was present, including the king, who marveled at how beautifully Funke danced. As Funke danced, the villagers were captivated by her performance. Bisi, watching from the sidelines, could not help but feel a twinge of jealousy. The attention that Funke was receiving made Bisi uneasy as she regretted ever underestimating her co-wife. The queen, deeply moved by Funke's performance, stood up to honor her. All the villagers opened their mouths in shock as this was the highest honor anyone could receive in the village, and in almost a decade, no one had received this kind of honor from the queen. The queen presented Funke with a beautifully crafted bead necklace, which was a symbol of the queen's recognition and support. The festival, initially meant to celebrate the birth of a royal baby, turned into a celebration for Funke as the whole village applauded and celebrated her courage and resilience. Funke's story became an inspiration not only to those facing similar challenges but to everyone who witnessed her performance. In the days that followed, Funke's life took a positive turn as the queen offered to be the mother that she didn't have. The queen, after a lengthy discussion with Funke, adopted Funke into the royal household as her daughter. Funke automatically became a princess, and her marriage to Dotun was dissolved as Funke and Dotun never lived as husband and wife since they got married, and this was an automatic reason for dissolving a marriage in their village. Funke was now free from her troubled marriage and began to live in the palace as a princess. Not long afterwards, a prince from a neighboring village came to ask for Funke's hand in marriage. He saw Funke at the festival and picked an interest in her, but was told that she was married. Disappointed, the prince returned back to his village and could not stop thinking about Funke. When news reached him of the dissolution of Funke's marriage, he hurriedly came to declare his interest in marrying her. That was how Funke got married to the prince, who loved her with all of his heart. She finally felt the love that she had craved for all her life, as the prince adored everything about her, including the ground that she walked on. Everyone envied Funke, including Dotun and Bisi, who could not believe how beautifully Funke's life had turned out. The lesson to be learned from this story is that in whatever situation you find yourself, do not give up because the future might just be so bright for you. Never look down on anyone in life or treat people unfairly because your actions might just break them. Learn to be kind to everyone you come across because you never know what the future holds. I hope you enjoyed the story.
Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It helps us grow our channel. I'll see you in our next story. Bye.